Let's start with the basics, recognizing the symptoms of a heart attack. This knowledge could save your life or someone else's in a critical moment. 1. Chest pain or discomfort. The most common and recognizable symptom of a heart attack is chest pain or discomfort. This isn't just any pain. It's often described as a squeezing, pressure-like feeling in the center of your chest. It can last for more than a few minutes or go away and come back. Some people compare it to having a heavy weight sitting on their chest. If you feel this, don't ignore it. Your body is sending you an urgent signal. 2. Shortness of breath. Now, here's something important. Heart attacks don't always start with chest pain. For some, shortness of breath is the first sign. Imagine struggling to catch your breath as though you've just run a marathon, but you haven't moved a muscle. This can happen on its own or accompany chest discomfort. If you suddenly find yourself unable to breathe deeply or feel like you're suffocating, take it seriously. 3. Other signs. Finally, heart attacks can show up in other unexpected ways. You might feel dizzy or lightheaded, break out in a cold sweat, or experience nausea. Pain isn't limited to your chest, it can spread to your arms, especially the left one, your jaw, your back, or even your stomach. For women, these symptoms can be more subtle, so it's crucial to listen to your body and act immediately if something feels off. Understanding these symptoms is your first line of defense, but knowing what to do next is just as important. Now that you know the symptoms of a heart attack, let's talk about what to do if you find yourself in this situation alone. Every second counts, so here are 5 life-saving steps you need to take immediately. 1. Call 911 immediately. The very first thing you must do is call 911. Time is critical in a heart attack, and emergency responders are trained to provide life-saving care, even before you get to the hospital. Don't wait to see if the symptoms go away, they rarely do. When you call, stay calm, clearly explain your symptoms and provide your location. Keep the phone close in case they need to guide you through any steps while help is on the way. 2. Chew aspirin. If you have aspirin within reach, chew one 325 mg tablet as soon as possible. Don't swallow it whole. Why? Chewing allows the aspirin to work faster by thinning your blood and helping to dissolve potential clots. This can reduce damage to your heart while you wait for help. But remember, only do this if you're not allergic to aspirin or have been advised against it by your doctor. 3. Stay calm. Staying calm might sound impossible in such a frightening moment, but it's essential. Panic increases your heart rate, putting extra strain on your heart. Take slow, deep breaths. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds. This simple breathing technique can help stabilize your heart rate and keep your oxygen levels steady. 4. Sit or lie down. Next, avoid unnecessary movement. Sit down or lie in a comfortable position, preferably with your head slightly elevated. This reduces the strain on your heart and minimizes the risk of fainting or injuring yourself if you lose consciousness. Don't try to walk around or drive yourself to the hospital. It's too risky. 5. Unlock your door. One step most people forget is unlocking your door. Emergency responders need to reach you quickly, and every second matters. If possible, unlock the door after calling 911 and make it easier for them to come in without wasting time breaking down barriers. Taking these steps could make the difference between life and death during a heart attack. But what should you do in the minutes before help arrives? Before we continue with the video, I request you to share it with your loved ones. This knowledge could help them handle life-saving situations. Now let's dive into the strategies that can keep you stable while waiting for medical professionals. Once you've called 911 and taken the initial steps, the time before help arrives can feel like an eternity. But these moments are crucial, and there are strategies you can use to stay stable and increase your chances of survival. 1. Perform deep breathing. Deep breathing is your first line of defense to keep your heart rate under control. Focus on slow, rhythmic breaths, inhaling deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, and exhaling slowly through your mouth for another 4 seconds. This technique not only helps regulate oxygen flow to your body, but also reduces stress on your heart. Remember, keeping your breathing steady can prevent your condition from worsening. 2. Coughing technique only if conscious. If you feel faint or lightheaded and are still conscious, there's a technique called cough CPR. This involves forcefully coughing every 2 seconds while taking a deep breath between each cough. The pressure from the cough can temporarily help maintain blood flow to the brain and heart. However, this is not a replacement for proper medical care. Only use it as a temporary measure if instructed by emergency personnel. 3. Avoid eating or drinking. In moments of distress, it might be tempting to sip water or eat something, but don't. Consuming food or drink could interfere with emergency procedures, like administering medications or performing certain life-saving interventions. Keep your stomach empty to give doctors the best chance to act quickly once you're in their care. 4. Keep your phone handy. Stay on the line with the emergency services after calling 911. They can guide you through what to do while you wait, and they might provide real-time instructions to stabilize your condition. Keeping your phone close also ensures you can answer any calls from first responders if they need more details about your location or condition. 5. Know when to use nitroglycerin. If you've been prescribed nitroglycerin for heart-related issues, you might consider using it while waiting for help. But this is critical. Only take it if you've used it before and know how your body reacts to it. Never take someone else's medication or use it without prior medical guidance. It could do more harm than good. By following these strategies, you can give yourself the best possible chance to stay stable until help arrives. But what if you're alone and facing a heart attack with no preparation? Have you or someone you know experienced a heart attack? Your story could inspire and help others. Now we'll discuss how to prepare in advance so you're never caught off guard. We've talked about what to do during a heart attack, but let's not forget that preparation is key. Being ready before an emergency can make all the difference, especially if you're alone. First, you need to know your personal risk factors. Heart attacks don't come out of nowhere. They're often the result of underlying conditions. If you have high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, or a history of smoking, you're already at an increased risk. Add to that factors like age, obesity, and a sedentary lifestyle, and the risk becomes even higher. Make it a priority to discuss your heart health with your doctor and identify your personal risk factors. Awareness is the first step toward prevention. Ask your doctor for a clear plan tailored to your condition. This might include specific medications, dietary changes, or an exercise routine to improve your heart health. The more you understand your risk, the better you can act if a heart attack does occur. Second, prepare an emergency kit and keep it within easy reach, your bedside, your car, or your handbag. This kit should include a few essential items. Aspirin. As we discussed earlier, chewing aspirin can thin your blood during a heart attack. A list of medications. Write down the names, dosages, and times you take your medicines. This is vital information for paramedics if you're unable to speak. Emergency numbers. Include your doctor's contact details, close family members, and of course 911. Having everything organized means you won't have to search for these life-saving tools when time is of the essence. Preparation isn't just about having the right tools. It's about giving yourself the confidence to act in a crisis. Now let's summarize what we've learned today and remind you of the steps you can take to protect yourself and those you care about. First, recognize the symptoms: chest pain, shortness of breath, or other warning signs like nausea and dizziness. Next, act fast. Call 911. Chew aspirin if you can, stay calm, and make sure help can reach you by unlocking your door. While waiting for emergency responders, focus on deep breathing, avoid eating or drinking, and keep your phone close for guidance. Finally, preparation is key. Know your risk factors and have an emergency kit ready at all times. Recognizing symptoms, staying calm, and acting quickly can truly save your life. Take care of your heart. Thank you for watching.